Wemby 25 points in 8 minutes in the first quarter, then 37 at the half. But the idea of him is better than the actual player, right?
I saw you Wemby niggas really trying to get this off in the chat and via super chat playing the G League Lakers.
Thank you, real talk.
Like y'all real. This is sad.
No,
this is
I'm not
trying to hear none of this from none of you dudes.
This is honest.
Ron, he was playing against us. He was playing against us.
I'm not trying to.
You guys do this every time.
Bro, we was out there. He was playing against me. Real talk, Damo and Chill.
Damien. No, you guys do this every time Wemby gets busy. You say, who is he playing against? Who is he playing against? Why don't we do this against Jokic? Why don't we do this when Embiid cooks? Why don't we do this when everybody else cooks? You guys do this with Wemby every time he cooks somebody. You say he's not cooking nobody.
Not true.
Every time.
Not true.
The last time he cooked and I came up here trying to victory lap, you guys said, "Oh, he did it against the Utah Jazz."
You called him a top 5 offensive player.
The guy in the blue. No, the guy in the blue below me said he played against the Utah Jazz. It doesn't matter.
Well, I didn't say it doesn't matter.
Yes, you did. You legitimately said he played against the Utah Jazz. Who cares?
I didn't say it doesn't
cooking
matter.
No matter what. He's on an NBA floor.
Okay, first of all, let's get to
it matters.
You know what I think we need? You know what I really think we need?
No.
You know what I think we need? We need an 8th panelist whose job it is to find old takes of us saying the shit that we are objectively trying to tell people that we did not say. So if Fox go like, I didn't say that shit, there'll be somebody just pull it up. Be like, there's the clip. JD, get on that shit, bro. I'm sick and tired of people saying shit. I remember you said it, and then you tell me 2 weeks later I didn't say that shit. Fuck that shit.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Fuck it all, though.
What happened to the game I love, man? What happened to the community I love? What happened to us? What happened to us as a basketball community where there is a man who's 7'5", handles like a small forward, scores on all 3 levels, and at any given time, honestly, every time he's on the court, he is hands down the best defender or most impactful defender. One or the other every time. And we still got people who can't see the vision. We still got people who can't just give him his flowers and move on. We still got people that want to criticize. I don't understand y'all, man. Chilltown, 20 years ago, 06, someone comes up to you and says, there is a 7'5" Frenchman with the mentality of Kevin Garnett in year 3. The defense of Hakeem in the offensive repertoire and moveset of trying to emulate Kevin Durant, who you wouldn't have known in 06. You've been like, but regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Chilltown, you would have said you're lying to me. Who is this guy?
Actually, what I would have said was, let me see him. Please let me see this dude.
Who
Please
is this
show
dude?
him to me. So, before we do that, Damo, really quickly, Damon, before we do that, you two dudes, this one over here and this one in the corner, now we talking about who he went up against and how whack it was. Hey, Ron, can you tell everybody here, Ron, when the great Kobe Bean Bryant, when they played against Toronto, what was Toronto's record when they beat them, when he had 81 against them? I'll tell you right now, Ron, they were at the bottom of the East. They won 27 games. Hey, Damo, can you tell everybody here when Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 against that Knicks team, what they were doing? Oh, I'm sorry, they were in last place. I'm sorry, Penn. Can you tell everybody when LeBron James scored that 60? I'm sorry, Carmelo Anthony scored that 60 against Charlotte in Madison Square Garden. Can you tell everybody what Charlotte was doing that year? They were at the bottom of the East. Can you tell everybody
81 and 100 is way different.
I'm sorry, the second best output in the history of the NBA?
Yeah, 37 and a half. What?
Okay, so first of all,
are we sitting here acting like Kobe Bryant playing Jalen Rose and Morris Peterson is the same as Wemby cooking Bronny and Thero?
Yes, that is the same, actually.
No, Bronny didn't play much in the first half.
Why wouldn't it be?
You understand how bad Jalen Rose is defensively?
Why would it not be the same?
Sam Mitchell is the worst coach in NBA history.
What are we talking about?
The worst.
It's the exact same.
He went into the game and said, we're just going to let Kobe get his. And then he watched him get his, and he didn't do nothing.
He did not do that. They were doing everything that they could. They were throwing different bodies at Kobe. Sam Mitchell is on record saying that.
Yeah, and all the bodies sucked.
Let's not get off the point here, Damian. We got robbed yesterday. Why do you think I say that we got robbed yesterday? We got robbed yesterday because I'm watching this. Ron, 25 points, 3 rebounds, and a block in 8 minutes. This is something special that's happening. And in the process of this happening, you take him out of the game, and now you're throwing this off the track. I'm looking at this game, and I immediately turned into my uncle who was watching Chamberlain, who played every minute of any game. He got to play every minute, every game. But of any game, when it's a night that's special, which was last night, by the way. You know what I could have got last night, Ron? I could have got 80 and 30. You know what I could have got last night, Ron? I could have got 75 and 35. I could have got that last night. You know why? Because you know why, Ron? Because I got 25, 3, and a block in less than 10 minutes. Why, if he's on the floor for the rest of the night, can't that happen? Why? We got robbed last night, Ron.
Because we didn't get robbed.
No, I was messaging like 5, 6 people saying like, if he wanted to score 100 tonight, he could. Like that was what he looked like in the first quarter. Like if he wanted to and he stayed out there, he could have scored 100. It was watching like when you're in like primary school or something and like you're playing basketball and they just give it to the biggest guy in the paint and
he just keeps
time
going.
And every time he just scores and it's like it's ridiculous. That's what it looked like. Like if he wanted to, he could have scored 100 last night. There's no doubt in my mind he could have scored 100, man. It was insane.
I'm telling you, we did not get robbed.
We got robbed.
You want to know why? Hey, chill. No, we didn't. The show ain't even started yet. Real talk. Pick your goddamn head up. The show ain't even started yet. Y'all haven't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you, Victor Wembanyama, he hasn't even got out the driveway yet. The car isn't even on the road. It ain't got on the highway yet. We are about to embark on something so spectacular. We can't even wrap our minds around it. No, I'm saying Chill said we got robbed. We did get robbed. We did get robbed last night. But there's going to be plenty more to see. Do you guys not think that we're going to get that again? We might get it again this season.
For sure, we're going to get some more performances like that.
Do y'all want to hear?
We didn't get robbed.
This is the problem with because I guess
he comes out the game last night. I'm sorry, real talk. Damo, he comes out the game last night. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. I don't know if you remember this, Damo. He missed one shot before he went out the game. He only missed one shot. He was 7 for 8 from the floor. Missed one shot. We keep riding that wave. You know what I'm looking at? The way he was going, I'm looking at least 30 because it's still 5 more. It's still 5 more minutes left in the quarter. I'm looking at close to 35 for the quarter. I'm looking at and don't take him out neither. Let's keep this going. Put him back in the second quarter and leave him in. I'm looking at close to 50 at the half, if not more than 50. Let's keep this thing going. We got
Chilltown. Chilltown. I'm going to present to you with this crazy scenario because this is possible in another reality. On Earth 2300 2012, alternate reality Earth, he did stay in to chase 81 and 100. And you know what happened? Everything fell off the bone. Every CL possible fell off the bone. And you know what you're saying in that reality right now? Why was he even in?
No,
it was Drew Timmy. There was no one on the court. There's a reality now where he stays out there, gets hurt, and we're questioning why he's even out there. This is asset management. I'm glad they took him out the game. He does not. They have bigger aspirations than Wemby chasing some history against the broken down Lakers. I would much rather see Wemby competing in June when it matters than trying to put up 100 on this man's team. I don't care. I'm all for it.
But the game that you compared it to
Kobe
with the Kobe
scored,
game,
they needed
Kobe
those
scored
81.
They needed the 81.
Oh my God, I'm on the same page as Real Talk. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Okay, we are on the same page. That is good.
They needed the 81. It's not like Kobe was just out there stat padding. The game was close. They were down at halftime. They needed him to score.
There have been some ridiculous scoring explosions, 5-minute scoring explosions over the last 20, 25, 26 years. Since the year 2000, there are very few players who have scored as much as Wemby did in the first quarter in that first 5 minutes. These are the names: Kobe Bryant, Manu Ginobili, LeBron twice, then Dirk, then LeBron, Ben Gordon, then 3 in a row by Klay Thompson. Steph Curry, Paul George, Damian Lillard, D'Angelo Russell had a moment.
Did you say Ben Gordon? I'm sorry. Was Ben Gordon the name?
Yes, Ben Gordon was in there. It was for the Detroit Pistons on April 26th. So probably one of those bullshit games that didn't count. Damian Lillard, D'Angelo Russell, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard again, James Harden, Dalton Connect, did it, and then Russell Westbrook, and now Victor Wembanyama. Those are the greatest 5-minute scoring stretches where players have clipped over 21 points in 5 minutes. That's crazy.
I can appreciate the asset management logic, but I can also counter with that by saying if that's your mentality, you're going to get hurt. Wemby for one night, I can get him, especially when he's got going like he did last night. I can get that for one night. I ain't saying that I'm playing Wemby 45, 48 minutes every night. I would love to see maximum Wemby for one night. Just that, and that was the night last night. That one night. Because when real talk tells me that we needed all 48. We needed all 81 of those points from Bryant. Okay, they might not have without Bryant. They probably wouldn't have won that game. It would have been maybe competitive, maybe not.
They wouldn't have been in the game without Bryant.
Okay, it would have been competitive. It would have been not. That's not the point. The point is the Lakers were going to beat the San Antonio Spurs were going to beat the Lakers last night. We already knew that. But with something special happening, why not let us see that? I can appreciate you looking toward the future in the NBA championships. But when I can see, if I can see, because I'm turning into a fan right now, if I could see 80 points in a game, if I could see 90, if I could see 90, I want to see that. I want to see 90 points in the game because that's about Russell the way we do. That's why we talk about Bryant the way we do. Like Phil Jackson Phil Jackson let him off the hook. He let Dallas off the hook that year that he had 63 3/4. I could have got 80 again.
But people like that. Yes, like of course, as fans, we want to see things done, but it also needs to come within like the necessity of the game. Like we don't want to just see Wemby out there up 40, just like putting up points, because then there's a reason. There is a big difference between the Devin Booker's 70-point game and how that's looked at, and how, let's say, the Luka Doncic 73-point game, not the NBA media because they shat on it. But I'm saying like us as fans, the Luka Doncic 73-point game, they were in a competitive game against Atlanta. Like they needed Luka to perform like that, and he did. But watching Wemby just hit spot threes while they're up 45 just for the hell of it, it's like, sure, I guess, but it's like
that's bad for the game. If you want to put an asterisk next to that historic moment, trust the process here. Wemby will get there. Just like I was trying to tell you, trust the Jason Tatum process. You got to trust this process too. There will be a game, provided he stays healthy, God willing, over the next 10 to 12 years, where Wemby is going to need to drop 75, 76, and maybe another star is going to be. Yo, I hope we're all alive to see it. That would be great. But at that point, it will be real. I think we are just at a point where we need to start sniff testing shit for reality. It's not enough to just, the Jalen Johnson stuff. Y'all saw the Jalen Johnson. Oh, Jalen Johnson. Is he next LeBron James in Atlanta? Shut up, man. No, he's not. Stat padding like that has to be scrutinized. All 60-point games are not the same. Some 60-point games are actually necessitated, where my team needed every 60 points that I put up on the board, and it was tooth and nail, and the other team was actually good. Some 60-point games are going to come against Utah. It's going to come against the G League Utah Jazz, and I'm sorry, that's definitely something that I can get with.
I can definitely get with that. But you know what, Pim?
Let me ask you a question. If who's the best player in the league right now, sir?
I think it's Jay. I think it's SGA.
Wemby.
SGA, perfect. I'm gonna give SGA 48 minutes to cook the main Red Claws. Legitimately, I'm gonna give him some tune-up run, and he's gonna go down for the OKC Blue, and we are gonna go up against the main Celtics, and he is just gonna get to cook to his heart's desire.
I'm here to see it.
How many points is he putting up? He's putting up like 130.
If it's in an NBA game, I'm here to see it.
But won't break a sweat.
But to counter your point, though, yes, I can appreciate.
Matter. I don't want Wilt. I don't know. I don't want Wilt. I don't want. First of all, people already have enough shit to say about Wilt's record. I don't want Kobe's record to be broken by some stat padding bullshit. If you break 81. I want to believe that you earned it, that it happened in a real way. Can we care about reality for a second?
We can care about reality,
AI bullshit TikTok
we can
world.
Care about reality, but a lot of this stuff,
scoring is scoring, though.
In fact, all of this stuff is entertainment. Penn, are you sitting here telling me, Penn, are you sitting here telling me that you wouldn't rather, as much as you've seen Michael Jackson, you wouldn't rather him rock for an extra 15 minutes? He didn't have to. He didn't have to do it.
That's not the same thing.
That's 100%.
I'm talking about.
You know why? You know why? Because I came in and I did what I was supposed to do. I came in and I gave you a show. For an hour. But instead of me just leaving the stage, you know what? I'm gonna give you an extra half an hour because I'm gonna entertain you for an extra half an hour. I already gave you the show you was looking for. But now I'm gonna give you an extra half an hour. Come on, man. That's what this is about. You have to remember,
Chill speaking from a fan's point of view here.
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about Wemby in terms of him being a great player. I'm talking about being a fan. Really quickly, Damo. I'm talking about him being a fan, and I'm talking about seeing something that I might not see again in my lifetime. And last night was one of those nights where I think I could have seen 75, 80 last night, maybe even 90. I could have seen that.
Damo?
Yeah, to answer your question, if Michael Jackson had a history of having to sing these songs in X amount of time or his voice would run out, yeah, no, I don't want the extra 15 minutes. We have to remember Wemby has been on minutes restriction repeatedly throughout his career now because he does get hurt because he is so dang tall, his legs are long, free accidents happen. You're right. You can ask for one night for him to be historic. And all it takes is 1 second for his season to be over. We are in the business. I say it all the time. This should be my mantra. This is the business of basketball first. These players on the court, they are not players. They are assets to these owners, these GMs. They are assets. And I am going to protect my asset as much as I can. Shout out to the Spurs. They did what they were supposed to. Let Wemby go out there, drop 37, 40, show he's dominant, and get him the hell out the game. Give Carter Bryant some minutes to put up some more dunks for his dunk reel. Go put out the young guys. Like, give some other guys some chances to play. Sit Wemby down. I'm good. We've seen too many. We do this, but then we see players who get hurt because they're on the court for too long, and then we're sitting up here the next day, everyone criticizing, saying, why is he on the court?
One night, Damo? Just one night.
All it was 1 night for Derrick Rose, and that was his career.
Oh, that was completely different. The reason why that was different because throughout the course of the season, Derrick Rose was playing heavy minutes, and he eventually broke down. We're talking about just one night with a guy.
What do we say about Tibbs? What do we say about Tibbs all the time?
Hurt in the first
he does run guys in the ground. But with Derrick Rose, he had been playing heavy minutes the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby is not playing heavy minutes this season. But I got one night where he got it going. One night where he got it going. We ain't got to do this again after tonight. Matter of fact, he can sit tomorrow night. He doesn't even have to play tomorrow.
They're up 40. At a certain point, in fact, let's just stick with the fan entertainment value of it, right? Even from a fan and entertainment perspective, it wouldn't be fun watching Wemby continue to hit threes over Drew Timme up 45. They don't hit.
If he was getting close to 70, 80, real talk, you're not turning the TV off.
You're not.
I'm not turning it off. But I watched of course, I watched the replay. What I'm saying, though, is it's not like because Chill is trying to act like, oh, man, we would have saw this. This would have been like such a grandiose moment. And I'm like, a grandiose moment. And I'm like, it would have, but it wouldn't be to the extent of these other like high level, high point.
You guys are so spoiled
because they're up 40. They're up 40. He's doing it against. I'm watching Wemby.
You know what, Ron?
Get post-ups against Bronny James in the fourth because he's still out there playing while they're up 55. It wouldn't hit the same. It wouldn't. I'm sorry.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the hoes go ham. You ain't never seen hoops all hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. Yeah, this that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.